Hello again. Welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Valhelsia 3. So behind me, you will notice that the builder is doing some work. He's actually upgrading this university to a rank 3 at this point. So we're actually starting to make this building look a little bit more decent. Because it was pretty barren before. And while he's finishing that off, we're going to be doing some stuff around the colony today. I decided to spend a couple episodes working around the colony on a couple projects and adding in some new buildings and stuff like that. Meanwhile, I'll be working on a build over at our create area. And I decided that even like since we don't have the ability to do speed builds, I'm going to go with a method that I had used in the past for building before we started using the replay mod, where we just kind of discuss what we're going to be building, and then I build it, and then I come back and discuss the next part and so on. Kind of that jump cut style building. I think we're going to try that for a bit of our create area building. So that way I can do a little bit of it on camera, but not do all of it, but still have some footage of us actually building the stuff and talking about it. Now, I did upgrade the warehouse to a rank 3. Now, unfortunately, it didn't add a whole lot of storage space. It actually destroyed, I think, a barrel here. And it added this like random rack sticking out in the floor. It didn't seem to add a whole lot of storage space, but I wanted to increase the storage space, or at least upgrade this a little bit, because I noticed that my people were putting a lot of stuff into this building, because I had been checking this building because they had been putting all of their stuff over in this building, and I was like, it doesn't seem like they're producing a whole lot of materials while we were gone working on some create. So I got to looking to try to figure out where all the materials went, and they went over in the other building. A ton of wool, a ton of wood, a bunch of stone and metals and stuff like that. Also, I wanted to quickly show you over here the mine, because I did have a request to show it off, and we haven't really been in here or spent much time in here since since we built it, at least on camera. So this is now a tier 3 mine at this point. You can see the wheels have been lifted up and put onto kind of a mechanism here. And you will notice some torches in random places, like on top of that wheel up there. I tend to check all the buildings after the builder upgrades them. I tend to check them and just make sure that there's no places where mobs can spawn at the moment. Once they reach a tier 5, we'll do something else with it. Do something else about it. We may just, oh, there we go. I need to go check that to see if there's any spawnable areas. But by then we may have the astral sorcery ritual set up to keep mobs from spawning, or something like that. We'll see. But if nothing else, I can if nothing else, I'll be able to light them up in some kind of a lighting system that looks good and makes sense. So actually, strangely, I think this area is... Oh, I see. Those are supposed to be like a sword stand and a bow stand kind of a thing, like from a distance. Interesting. But I think this building's actually lit up all nicely. And we're going to talk about research here in just a little bit, because there is a research that I want. We're going to spend a little bit of time going out of our way to get the materials that I need to actually do that research, because it's something I really don't have a lot of. And we have to research something else and build it, I think. No, we don't have to build it. We just have to research it to get to our next research tree. But oh, I missed that. But anyways, over here, if we head on down, I know he keeps doing this. Down here, you can see this is going to be kind of like an elevator system, and we can actually step into this. It's not going to work, of course, but it's just for decorative purposes. And there's these little like side rooms here, which I'm assuming is maybe going to be intended for like the lift system or something. I don't know. There's not wood on this side, though. I'm not sure. But if we head on down, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time in here. It's actually a pretty big mine. But you can see the first few layers, there's no like passages coming off of them because there's no nodes on those floors. But you can see right here, there's nodes that kind of run off this, because he found 12 nodes here. So if he finds nodes on a mine level, he'll start mining and kind of digging out these little passages here. There are places where mobs can spawn in here. I'm not that concerned about it. Because he doesn't ever seem to have any trouble. So, but if we head on down, and I noticed that one is, that floor, there's actually quite a bit of space here compared to the others. But if we head on down, he started digging out this layer down here, because he's mined up all the nodes on this floor, which actually took a little while. There's 27 nodes, and you can see by the map here that some of these paths, like this one, some of these paths go out pretty far that he's mined. Oh, I hear something. Zombie, I think. Somewhere. But you can see he's kind of dug a little area out here. Oh no, there's my miner. It must have been a guard that was walking by requesting something. So, I don't really know what he's doing at the moment. Let's see. Well, he's getting iron and coal and stuff, so I guess that's what he's doing at the moment. Something. Maybe he's mining. But yeah, you can see the mine, it runs down pretty far, and before too long he's going to be hitting diamond level, so that'll be good. But anyways, let's head on up. And since the builder is done with what we had him working on, I'm going to get him started on another project. Now, I've done a bit of research between episodes. The majority of my research has been related to guards, like increasing their armor durability and increasing their armor values. I do want to show you one thing, because there was a choice that I made about kind of a tree choice where you have to choose either melee armor or ranged armor, like archer armor, and I went with archer armor because their armor values aren't very high, and we also got the barracks too. We're going to get that before too long. But you can see right here, we can either take parry or dodge. Parry is melee armor by 5%. Archer armor is by 5% here for dodge, and I went with the dodge. I guess with it being a percentage thing, it's not going to be as impactful as the parry one would be. But over time, we're going to get this up to 10%, 25%, 50%, and then 100%. So double armor on our archers. And I think with the way our city is going to be set up, I think the majority of our guards will end up being archers. Plus, they tend to die a whole lot less than knights do when it actually comes to having to fight something. So we are going to be focusing a bit more on them. But you could say armor durability, retreat. We got a few of these things down through here. And I also spent a little bit of time researching. I got the library. And I also got the school. And that's a couple things that I want to get built today. And then down in technology, I would like to get biodegradable, which unlocks the composter, which is used for making, I believe, bone meal. Or some similar type material, if not bone meal, some kind of fertilizer, and requires farmer at least level 3. We've got that. That's not a problem. But the big reason that I want to get that is because I'd like to get the plantation, which only requires farmer at least level 3. So, I mean, we don't even have to build the composter. We probably will. But I would like to get the plantation. That way we can start basically automatically producing paper, as well as doing bamboo and stuff, which will be useful for us in terms of building. And then I think we got block break speed by 10%. And then you can see down here tool durability, block place speed, more ores by 25%. That was the first like 4-hour one. I think it was 4 hours. Yeah, 4 hours for that research. I had gotten that one as well. But just kind of going through some of this research. I'm not super far into any tree. Basically just getting a lot of the basic stuff out of the way at this point. So what we're going to do, first and foremost, and worth mentioning, we will be able to get bone meal here with the crushing, with create, and we are going to be doing that before too long. However, not just yet. Honestly, in our next push in create, we'll probably get these, or soon after. They're not very hard to create, or to make, but you just have to do the mechanical crafting system, which we're going to be getting into. Depending, this may not be one of the first things that we go for, but realistically it's not too bad. It's actually a lot of fun to do, but we'll see. But what we're going to be doing is making ourselves a school and a library, for starters. Now, the school and the library, they do benefit from having paper available. That's why I want to get the plantation in place. Let me check. Yeah, okay, there's no spawning areas in there. Alright, so we'll go ahead and just craft out both of these. Get these made, and then we're going to get them set up. And then while he's building, we're going to go on a little journey to get some stuff. But let's go ahead and we're going to pop up to our tower. And, which technically I guess I could put a torch on this. I think it would work. Yeah, just fine. It's going to melt some of my snow, but that's fine. It's just going to be temporary. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, this one's actually like built up on a hill, it seems like. Let's take a look at the library first. We're going to start with the Acacia level 5. And that's going to be the Acacia one. Oh, with like a jungle gym in the back here, I guess. Interesting. And then we have the Asian. Oh, I like that. That is a really good looking building, I think. And having it built up on a hill. Oh, that's going to change stuff, though, as far as where I want to place it. Birch is that... which I think that's a lot like how the old... Used to, you could make a library, but it was just a decorative structure, and it didn't actually serve any purpose. And I seem to remember it looking a lot like that. I think the window changed. But we built it back on, I think, Sprout, and I think it was really similar to this. Except for I remember it having a basement. There is some redstone ran down there, but I seem to remember it having a basement, though, which this one doesn't seem to have. And then we have the cave. We have the dark oak, which, okay. We have the fortress. It's kind of open here. Looks all right. I'm not crazy about this. I feel like the window or whatever up here could maybe do with some detail stuff, but I guess it's not too bad. Jungle, which of course the fortress is all made to kind of sit together, so it's hard to say like single pieces with that, I think. The jungle, like that. I actually like that quite a bit. I like just these really tall buildings. Of course, I do have plans to build a jungle town down the road, hopefully, so. Ooh, I like the medieval birch, which gives me really high hopes for the other birch structures. It's like a chapel, almost. Which, that's one thing. There's no, like, church or monasteries or anything like that, I don't think, within minecolonies, which I feel like it's kind of missing. You know, maybe boost, like, happiness or something. I don't know. With it. But, ooh, I love that medieval dark oak a lot. I like that a lot. It looks like this structure probably has a basement because you see it's built down a bit. Either that or it's meant to have maybe a bridge or something that comes across to it. But I think that's a really, really good looking building. Medieval oak is like that. I like that one as well. See, I would want like both of those in my town. Maybe the medieval birch as well. Medieval oak alternative is like that. Okay. So it matches up with the other, with the, what, dark oak, I believe. Medieval spruce. Oh, that's pretty. I'm not crazy about the emerald up here. And I don't know, like, I'm not crazy about that, but I think overall this is a beautiful building. Oh, I don't like that, though. I think it's supposed to be stained glass, but I'm not crazy about it. I think the windows could do some detail. But, I mean, if we built that, we could always add it as well. You know, once we got it up to tier 5. The spruce alternative, it's like that. So, yeah, once again, I feel like bridges or something come over to this. Maybe like it's a citadel. Of course, it seems like it's cut off there. So, I don't know. Maybe that's supposed to plug into something. Or plug into walls or something like that, maybe. The mesa. Oh, I just always know. Every time I click on it, it's like, it's gonna be ugly. Which that one does not fail to deliver on that. At least for me. The Nordic, we have this building. I actually quite like the double roof here. I'm a big fan of that. I think that looks pretty good. And it's a little bit different than some of the other Nordic buildings, so it would stick out, since a lot of those are kind of similar in their design. And then we have the sandstone, which I like that. That looks good. Sandstone's one of those interesting materials too, because you build with it and it's really a lot of the same block. You know, normally you try to do some kind of contrasting colors and stuff. Sandstone type structures, they tend to be sand, you know, for the most part. And then light colored woods, everything kind of light colored, but then having those vibrant colors with the carpets. And it's just, it ends up, you know, it looks great, and it's a delightfully simple building style, and I love it. In a way, it's not something I usually build with. It's just not something that I ever think about, I guess. But I do always appreciate good sandstone structures like that. Then we have the Space Wars. I actually like that. It's really, really, really modern, I think. And it looks like it doesn't have a roof. Stone. We have... Unless that library is meant to be built underground, maybe. Stone is like that. Not terrible looking, not great. I think shutters would go a long way on this, but... True Dwarven. It's like that. See, I'm not crazy about that. Some of the True Dwarven stuff I really, really like, but like stuff like this that's just literally a box, I'm not crazy about. And there's a door on the side with no stairs. So I'm assuming you're meant to build a stair or it plugs into something, maybe. Warped. It's like that. Which looks good. It's simple, but it looks good. And I feel like, you see the shape here. I've noticed this with some of the other warped stuff, and I've been thinking about that. You could really make like a floating town. On like floating islands almost. And it could look pretty good. And then have like some kind of bridges that span across stuff. Huh. That's a thought. Like a floating warped town would be pretty cool. And then we have the wooden building here. Which, okay. And I guess, I wonder if you could build a warped town inside of like the Nether. St. Mackenzie Library of Minecolonies. Okay, so anyways, we're going to be going with the Asian style, which I'm going to have to do some thinking because this one's built kind of on a hill. And I wasn't anticipating that, to be honest. So let me have a look around the town, see if I can come up with a spot that I like for that. But we also need something that's within the borders. So... yeah. And you'll notice I did get rid of our sheep pens and our farms and stuff. A lot of our farms, not all of them just yet. But actually, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and look at the school so that we can get an idea for that as well. Just while we're on the topic of it. Starting off with the acacia. That looks alright. I like the color, the roof color and the bell tower. I feel like it's kind of floating with these small supports, but still not too bad. I feel like we could add some stuff up there. The Asian one, okay, this is a lot like the university. I would probably, honestly, since it's so similar, and let me see what it looks like on the inside. Okay, it's just like, I got these little seats here. Okay, yeah, it's really, really similar. So, honestly, I would think we would probably want it as kind of a add-on to this building somewhere. So that it would look like it's part of kind of this campus area. Oh, we got, oh, pirates. This is what rumors of pirates closing in. They brought a ship, better destroy it. Southwest. Wait, southwest? It's this way. What? This isn't even where all the big water is. Alright, one second. So we're supposed to... I don't even have a helmet on. Just a second. Honestly, lucky I even found iron. Because I'm, like, really short on iron right now. Thanks to all of our stuff we create and all the building is the big part of it. I guess we'll go out this way. So we've got a pirate invasion. Macerated by a pirate captain. And our archer was just killed. Oh no. This isn't good. They're fighting over at this corner somewhere. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, they got a ship. Oh gosh, these guys are strong. This isn't good. I should have invested in diamond armor, I think. Oh wait. No, you're my friend. No, don't shoot me. Oh god. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Wow. Okay, this is a lot tougher than bandits, for the record. Oh, and this one has the really weird. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going out to the water. Miranda, please. Gosh. I feel like her being in the water, though, is going to be super useful for her. And I think the pirate captains are the worst. The rest of these guys don't deal as much damage. But they are spawning off the boat. You'll notice that whenever I kill these guys, they're not actually... It's not actually doing anything to the health bar. So I need to get over to the boat. Of course, I got to find a way up to the boat. Oh, there's a ladder here. Okay. Nope, I think I saw... Yeah, here's one. There's one down. There's one over here. Ugh. Gosh. My armor's breaking. Oh, there's a guy shooting up there. There are pirates everywhere. Okay. Let's see if we can... Oh, it's not night. It's an eclipse at the moment. I saw a guy spawn somewhere up here. Hey. There we go. Okay, it looks like we're about 25% through, and there's the maybe the last one. I hope. What in the world? Successfully destroyed all the pirate spawners. Oh gosh! But Miranda's hanging in there. I gotta try to help her though. Because she's literally fighting off an army of pirates. So do we just have a pirate ship now? Because if so, that's kind of cool, actually. This is the place to go, because arrows are not very effective, as you can see. And it seems like some of these people are shooting their friends at the moment. Should have made a bow. I didn't realize the pirate invasion was going to be like super crazy like this. So I wonder if we had like an astral sorcery ritual though that stopped, mobs from spawning. If this invasion would even do anything, because it seemed like they all just come from spawners. Though there was quite a few whenever I first got here, so I kind of wonder if, maybe so many of them don't just spawn at the start or something. Oh my gosh, there's still a bunch over on this side too. The only bad thing is all of our loot is just kind of going off down into the ocean depths here. I should probably... Oh, there's some of it. There's a book. I do want those. Because those will be useful later for us. Alright, anybody else? I see books. We got a lot of just junk on us. Hey! Oh, that guy. Pirate boots. I'll come back for the pirate archer. I want to check our borders, kind of around our town, because, oh, there's a... Looks like Miranda and this pirate are having a standoff at the moment. Okay, so I'm just going to run around the edge, and it looks like it's going to be nighttime soon, as well. And it looks like Miranda's also going to need help getting back into the base, so... Because I don't have gates yet. Any pirates around here? Oh, I see a ladder. Looks like maybe either a pirate... I don't think a pirate got in, not here. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, they did. We may have some pirates running wild in our town. I don't know. So my guards actually have to get out and do something during a pirate invasion. But we did lose a few people, which isn't good. But not really a big deal. But I died. But it seems like I made back more XP doing all that than what I lost, so that's okay. I think. I can't remember exactly how much XP I had, to be honest, but that one archer is still up there, though. I'm gonna have to deal with him. So let's check this place out. I should probably deal with the archer up here, though. I wonder if we can, like, loot some stuff, though. Oh, look at that. It's got a sign on it. Adios. Oh, this might have been... Well, not really a bad idea. I can jump down. Forget that I'm surrounded by water here. Victory! You have rid the seas of the intruder. So that must have been the last pirate that was left, I suppose. But that bar is still up there. I don't know why. Can I take these? Yes, I can. I'm going to take them. Just because I know we use these for the mine colony stuff, and then I also want to use them for decorative building. And I didn't think about those. I didn't think about them for over at our create area, too. These, like, crates and things from Structurize. So I could use these for some decoration. Because I could put some of these barrels in that, that little gear room that kind of is off to the side there. I think they'd look pretty good. Oh, wither skeleton skull. That almost makes it worth it right there. Spooky, scary skeleton. I'm going to take all their books. So see, they're going to regret attacking our village. Because this pirate ship is going to be... But we may use it... I think I could make... Oh. Yeah, I guess... Unless I run out of space, I'll take it out. But I guess I could run the dock out, probably. Because, you know, because I'm planning on having a dock. I don't know, maybe change the color of the banners and stuff. Because we don't want pirates in our town. Yeah, I'll take the beds, too. Why not? Maybe we'll need black beds. Cauldron. Oh! Oh! They brought food. Oh, bones. I need these. I'll come back for the rest of this stuff. Rest of this, I don't need right now. I'm just going to leave it for the time being. And we got seagrass and kelp, which, whatever. I live by the ocean. Don't really care about that stuff. Don't really care about that stuff. More fish. I'll take it. White dyes. All different colors of dyes. And, ooh, whoo-hoo. I'll take this stuff. Oh, beds, they don't, Yeah, this pack does have carry-on. Let's, tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna steal from this place in style. Let's take that. Actually, I just want all of these. And this gives us kind of a chance to see if there's anything behind these, too. I definitely don't need pumpkin seeds, though. And string. Okay, I think that's everything, though. At least it's, like, visible here. We could take the banners, also. And I'm going to take these lanterns, too. Because I end up having to make these all the time. Yeah, and then maybe we'll change out some of this, like change the colors of the banners and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe the black ones aren't that bad. You know, if we're not flying like Jolly Roger flags everywhere. These may not be too bad, so we'll see. But I think we'll leave that as right there. But we may reuse this boat for something. I don't know, maybe. Or we might tear it down. It's a lot of spruce, but I don't really need wood either at the same time, so we'll see. I was just looking to see if there was any dispensers on this that might have, like, flame charges or something like that. That's really neat, though, that it just, like, brings a structure in like that. I think that's really, really cool. Huh. So I wonder what happens if we, like, if we just end up getting pirate ships piled up, you know, out here. Like, they just keep attacking us. I know that was my first one, but if they were to keep attacking us and then there's just like, it's like a pirate ship graveyard out here or something. Okay, so I gotta get back into the village. Which I have a feeling that's gonna be a chunk of the episode, though. So, I don't know. We'll go ahead and get these structures in place, and then I'll have to see where we're at on time, because I don't want the video to be too long. I wonder how long this bar is going to stay up here, or if it's bugged or something. Because it still says Pirate Southwest, which I killed them, I think. Yeah, I mean, I killed them all. It said I killed them all, so. But we definitely have to upgrade our guards, I think. Because they didn't do too well. Anyways, over to the birch. Of course, I think that night... Oh, pirate ship southwest of to Asgard's colony just sailed away to search for another victim. Oh, it's gone. Huh. I guess you have to loot those pretty quick then. Okay. I already had plans for that ship, maybe. But I guess that makes sense that it goes away. It seems like it just sails to kind of the border. They come in at the border of your colony or something. Pretty close to it. That's the birch one, which, once again, see, some of these are weird. Like all these floating paintings. Just like floating in the sky. I feel like stuff's missing or something from some of these, maybe. Or it's just not rendering on the, on here or something. That's the cave one. The dark oak. Fortress. Okay, that looks pretty good, I think. I like that bell tower a lot. The jungle. Looks like that. It's pretty cool. Medieval birch. Let's see. Oh yeah, I like that. Actually. That's for the school. Kind of looks more like a monastery a little bit, but I like the way that looks a lot, though. The medieval oak, same but just different color roof. And then the spruce, same but different colors. Mesa, ooh, good. It's not as bad as some of the other ones. I don't like the four-way entrances. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Like, no building is built that way. I don't feel like. Especially not one that size. Like, just use the regular entrance. It becomes like a walkway hub, you know. All roads lead to the school. Nordic. Oh, okay. My first thought was, why do they have a cage out here for the kids? But it's a playground, but it looks like it's a cage to put the kids in. Like for timeout or something. The Sandstone one, I like that one. I like that one quite a bit, because most of the Sandstone ones aren't built down into the ground like this. But this one is. I quite like that. Space Wars, once again, it's all underground. So, there's that. The stone, I like that. You know, it's not super standoutish, but I like that about it too. Because if it comes to building a medieval town, you have a lot of options, so you can kind of mix things up a little bit, I think. True Dwarven. Okay, it's a box. Looks just exactly like the library, except without bookshelves. Actually, I think... Does it have the door? It has the door on the side. It's like the exact same building as the library, except just the interior is a little bit different. The warped... Okay. It only has one door. I noticed the Warp 2 has the same issue where a lot of times it has 4 doors, one on each side leading into it. I'm not really crazy about that, but not for like buildings, you know. Most buildings. And the wooden one's a lot like the stone. Okay, so we're going to go with the Asian one here. And this one is really, really similar to the university as far as style goes. So I'm actually just planning on having this be kind of a continuation of this, and I think honestly having it butted up against that and then having it be kind of off a little bit, just a few blocks, like honestly something like this. Of course it's out of bounds here. Let me see, let me go around to the back. I know we got more space back here. Yeah, I think having it be like right there, bring it over so the road kind of wraps around to here, maybe? Not sure if I want it backed up completely like that or put one space. Probably the one space. Honestly, I'm kind of wondering if I don't want it like just back here. And then we could have the road run around here, bring it over just a little bit like that. And maybe do... that so that the entrance is on this side. It's all kind of reversed. You know, we talked about that before. I think this will be like one of the first buildings that we do that with. But I think that's a really neat feature that we can use to our advantage. And then have it just kind of pushed up against that, because they are really similar buildings, and just have it near this building, you know? I think would make sense. And then have the road kind of run up beside that. Come into here... And I think that would be good. Let's go with that. I like that. And I'm going to go ahead and... Let's see. A lot of oak stairs, a lot of oak planks, oak logs. My wood crafters can take care of that. I've probably got all of it. The only thing I may not have that we can't automatically, our crafters can't make, is like white carpet furnace. And then if I happen to be out of torches. And that's about it, I think. So... We're going to go ahead and put in a build request for that. I know it's nighttime. He's not going to start building it just yet. And then we have the library. Now this one's going to be a little bit more tricky because it is built up on that hill. And I want to make it... Nice thing is it does have the andesite roads, which will kind of match up to some degree to the roads that I actually use. Even though I can change them once it's a tier 5, of course. Of course, we are going to have that road that runs through here. So if we put the library, or the library back here, that wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. It's just I want to make use of that hill, and I don't think having it back in here would work all that well. But if we had it on the edge, let's say, so back in here, and then, you know, then we could put a building, or actually, with this being the university and stuff, kind of the university area, like the learning area, we could have kind of a Zen garden that runs through here. And that little road that runs back behind this building, and then this little side road that runs here, and have them all go through the Zen garden and have that back here. I actually think that would look pretty good. So kind of have the garden kind of run up through here, the road kind of pass up by this. And then it would give the university and the school easy access to the library. So regardless, it's going to be out of bounds. So I'm going to have to probably build a guard tower somewhere back here, but that's not a problem. I need more of them anyways. I found out. I discovered. The only thing is it does hang off a little bit here. Let me see exactly how much. Have to fix that little bit of dirt. Got broken or something. It's actually not that much. And if we built the wall here, plus, wow, that looks good. I'm going to be building a few of those buildings, I think. I'm not sure how the library works or like the benefits of it, but we will find out. Yeah, let's actually plan for that. I don't know if I can... yeah, I can set it. I'm going to have to expand the boundaries, though, since it is setting a little bit out of the boundaries, I think. Chances are, I may see if I can get them to start building it, and if not, then I'll build a guard tower back here. I need some more anyways. It's just, sometimes it's tough when you have empty space, and you're wanting to keep that empty space, but I'm hoping that once the school's built, it bumps out the chunks, and then I can have the guard tower setting off, you know, somewhere in here, I think. But what I'm going to do, well, actually, one thing we do need to do first, which I know we're getting pretty close to wrapping up point, probably over wrapping up point, thanks to the pirates and all that. But while the builder's working on that, one thing I'd like to do real quick, which I'm going to have to pop back over to the create area real quick, because all my gold's over here. And I think I have one of these helmets lying around somewhere, but I think I've misplaced it. I'm going to go ahead and just get a gold helmet real quick. And we need some bone meal, because I don't have much in the way of bone meal to my name at the moment. And I would like to get the plantation researched. That's going to take like an hour, and then I want to get the... or not the plantation. Well, I want to get the plantation, but I have to get the composter first, and then I have to get the plantation. So I'd like to get that research underway, because that's going to be like 3 hours. Oh, that's my new knight that I hired, but he needs something. Which... I feel like my one guy should be able to handle it, but maybe not. But I just want to pop in here and get some bone blocks, basically. And they happen to just be right here. I was thinking I was going to have to look for them, but then I realized, like, oh yeah, we've got a Soul Sand Valley right near where we spawn into the Nether. And I didn't even think about... I think I'd forgotten that there was bone blocks literally right outside the portal. So I guess I could have just done this off camera and already had the plantation researched. But and that should be plenty of bone blocks. I don't know if... Yes, that recipe is enabled. It might just be a default vanilla recipe. I can't remember, to be honest. Well, it probably is. Maybe. I don't know. Not sure. Because it would be the only way to get them back into bone meal. I'm not sure. But I want to research the... oh, and this is done now. Yeah, he finished this while we were off battling pirates. Oh, I like this little area here. I love storage areas. You know, if you've been on the channel for very long and you've seen my builds, you know I love storage areas. Like, just piles of chests and crates. I love them. And so having one in here is quite nice. I think it's, what, technology? Yeah, Composter. Let's go ahead and get that going. And that is 1 hour research. So it's not going to take us too long. And then we need, let's see, the plantation. I don't know what it's going to take to get that, but we'll find out. And we do need to get the stonemason also. Since I do have a miner at rank 3 now, I need to get that. Because that would be able to do all of our stone-based crafting. So, probably after the plantation I may get that researched. We'll see. But, alright, at this point I'm going to cut for a bit. I'm going to get the school built, and then I'm going to start working on trying to get the library built. I know I'm going to have to push out my dirt walls. And I'm also going to have to... probably increase the borders, because it is right, yeah, it's kind of missing this little area here, so I'm gonna have to push those out, I think, which is fine if I have to. Anyways, I'll be back here in just a bit. Okay, these two are both built now. They were able to build that without issue. I guess because it was just a small section that was out of bounds. I know on that guard tower we weren't able to build it before, but it was mostly out of bounds. So I guess this was able to be created or something like that. So we've got our library and we have our school, and I double checked on the wiki how these work, since they don't have information on them. I remember reading about them a while back, but I couldn't remember. The school, we're just going to hire a teacher. So we're just going to go with somebody that has high intelligence and knowledge. So we're going to go with Justin E. Taylor, because he's the best that we got. And that's what he's going to look like. Haven't had a house. Okay. He's one of my homeless folk. I'll get him sorted. I've got to go back around and check all the houses. And then over here, the way the library works is based on the rank. We'll be able to have multiple people here. But it works a little bit differently in that we have to actually hire people to come here and study. And then unhire them and send them to the jobs once they've ranked up. And so for right now, we're just going to hire Eleanor. And we'll just recall her. With the rank 1, I think we can have 4 people studying. And yeah, it would make her job a little bit easier if she had paper. But basically, they're going to get their stats increased from studying here. And then we can send them off to jobs. It works, to me, it works like you would think the university would work. The library works that way. So we send people there to study. And then the school is just for kids. So based on the rank, we'll be able to have, so many kids that will come here. I think right now it's just like 2. I think based on the amount of seating, I think it's just 2. But as we rank it up, we'll be able to have more kids at the school at a given time. But honestly, right now, 2 is perfectly fine. I can easily rank it up to 2, probably 3. None of the rank 3 buildings are all that expensive. So we could probably rank both of these up. Now, providing them with paper will speed this up. Until we get our plantation built, it's going to be kind of on me to get paper for them. But that's why I think next episode we're going to get the plantation built. I've got to finish, let me see where that research is at. It should be close to being done. Because I was working around, I brought out the dirt wall and I was watching X-Files. And I watched like a whole episode while I was doing that, so... Yeah, okay. So it doesn't have much longer to finish out for the composter. And I did make a house. I need to build more housing, so I went ahead and made a house. Because we need more villagers, I think, at this point. But ideally what we're going to do now that we have those is start training people and alternating people from jobs to let the current workers go there and study and build up their skills and stuff. I think is what we're going to do. I knew I had a bunch of sugarcane around here somewhere. I just can't find it. Let's go ahead. Then once we get the plantation, they'll make our paper for us. And then they'll deliver it to the library and the school, both of which need paper. So we're going to need that plantation running pretty good. But like I said, we should be able to get that next episode. And the barracks as well. The barracks, we're kind of focusing on, if you notice, we're kind of focusing on training up our residents at this point. And, what is all this random stuff you have? Yeah, we'll just throw some paper in there. There you go. But we're trying to work on actually, like, ranking up and educating our citizens just to make their skills a bit better. That way they work faster, and our guards will be better, and, whatnot. So... And then, hopefully, that's where her stats are right now. We'll take a look, because I've got a bit of work to do between episodes. I want to start on my create build. I've got to get the compost, or the plantation research done. I want to build some housing, get some more villagers in here so that we have villagers to start training up. And kind of alternating for jobs and stuff. And honestly, I wouldn't mind ranking up the school and the library. And maybe a couple other buildings. So I'm going to be working on that, and we'll take a look next episode and see where her stats are then. So hopefully she'll get a bit of work done, between episodes and stuff. So, and I think what I'll do is I'll clip this bit of footage and we'll re-show it come the next episode. But 53446255674 are her stats at the moment. Now, I don't know if the library is actually going to affect like athletics, dexterity, strength, agility, stamina. This stuff, I see it probably more affecting these bottom ones, and the upper ones maybe not so much, but we'll see. We shall see. So, anyways, with that, I am going to end out this episode here, and we'll pick back up come next episode, and check back in with her, see where she's at, and work on getting those other buildings in place. I do think we'll spend 2 episodes on this, and then probably the episode after next we'll be doing the create build, I think. Because I've got a pretty clear idea of what I want to build over there for the create area, and so we'll be diving into that in the following episode. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button, and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay updated with when new videos come out. I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys then.